On the backstretch, the battle we're watching mid-pack. Chase Dowling goes way up the hill in turns 3 and 4.
They are sideways.
Nerf bar to Nerf bar off the corner, a little jingle that time, and to the stripe they come. Charland has the second spot by inches.
He sure does. Farino takes it back in turn number 2. They're closer than most people parked down the back straightaway. Talman gave a shot to Membrino that would jar the fillings. Now he goes alongside. See ya as they come off turn number 4. It is Talman up to 4, but it's short-lived.
Membrino sticks the nose out in front again, drives it in deep on the high lane of the racetrack, but Talman drifts up in the middle, and Membrino is able to avert disaster again, and he picks up the 4th spot.
My favorite bucklerism is, when will they ever learn you don't with Tommy Fern? That came right from Matt's mouth.
Meanwhile, Peyton Henry just refuses to give away that first career victory if he can hold on in these final laps.
And right behind them, all of a sudden, Membrino, his car has come back to life. Who will he go with? He'll drop to the inside in the tire tracks of Joey Farino. Meanwhile, Dulac is spun off turn number 4, and the caution flag will come out just as the top 2 are running side by side. Ben at the line. Who had the race lead, and who will be starting this race as the race leader with 4 to go?
Farino, one last effort. He tries to go to the inside. Peyton Henry guards the spot. Off turn number 4. They come back to the line. It is
Peyton Henry wins it by about a foot at the line, and Joey Farino will come across the line in second. How about that, ladies and gentlemen? That deserves a round of applause.
Alexandra Fern runs the outside groove. They're side by side and wheel to wheel as they head to the bottom of turn 1.
Boy, Alexandra is giving up ground very grudgingly as Como still hasn't figured out a way to get by. An intense battle for 3rd and 4th between Walker and Latois. Here comes Como. Will that perseverance pay off? They are almost riveted together as they come off of turn 4.
They come off turn number 4. Como with a slight advantage by a fender, make it a door as he takes over the lead 6 laps in to this Dare Stock feature event. Bottom of turn number 2, Como is the leader. 2 blue cars bump draft like they're at New Hampshire International. To the inside, here comes Wood. He's got more experience here at Stafford. He makes his presence known. On the bottom groove, off the turn, Wood with the advantage. Bren, nothing left but to pull back into formation as Josh Wood takes over the lead.
Bren pulls away from the 66 car in second spot. Ben, you got to be impressed with Danny Cates in that white number 8. We got trouble.
Trouble now. It was Matt Mead. Hard hit between turns 3 and 4. Membrino, he's right there. They're almost 3 wide. As they come back to the line, further back they are 3 wide. And Farino is on the inside with Goff, the meat and the sandwich there.
And Goff gets sideways, out of shape, and a few cars get into it. And the car of Ronnie Williams is the one that's showering sparks through turns 1 and 2. And in the fracas is last week's winner, car number 55, Peyton Henry, involved as well.
Look at the outside lane. Dowling, a minute ago, he was behind the 44. Now he is going to the outside of Beaujolais. They come off turn number 3, 4, and they are 3 wide.
Yeah, and again, it's Farino way down to the inside lane with Beaujolais, and there's contact. Beaujolais goes sideways in turn 1. He will spin around, does a masterful job at not contacting either car or outside retaining wall. Meanwhile, Membrino's looking up ahead, and he is watching Chase Dowling just drive down to the inside of Tyler Hines and motor right alongside as they head into turn number 3. Dowling is making a statement in the early stages of this one, and he wants second place as they come back to the start-finish line. Glenn Griswold has the spot, but look at Chase Dowling. He's not afraid to go to the high lane of the racetrack. There is no fear in this kid who drives that number 15. Can he get the job done? They'll come to the line. 7 laps remain, and Griswold will protect the bottom on the front stretch.
He is a Pied Piper at the front of the field. Adam Gray. It took him 4 laps to catch Sorzelli. Let's see how many laps it takes to pass him.
On the back bumper, nearly close enough to make contact down the front stretch. Scorzelli drifts up to the middle groove of the racetrack in turns 1 and 2. That opens up the downstairs lane for Adam Gray, and that's all he needs, only a few inches of room. He'll stick the bumper down to the bottom, now dead even, rubbing paint through turns 3 and 4. They make contact, and Adam Gray is now in second with 8 laps remaining.
Adam Gray could stick a pineapple through a keyhole.
My favorite bucklerism would have to be, and he uses a couple moderations of this, I would have to say the top 3 cars can fit inside a bikini.
I think my favorite bucklerism would have to be he's going through John Deere country. It's one of my personal favorites. Whenever someone goes through the grass, you can always expect that from Matthew Buckler.
Oh, and all over him like bandages on a mummy.
Well, hey now, that's you're cooking with fire right there.
That's all you got?
I got nothing else.
Bowles is now trying to shake off Colby. Christopher is there, but all of a sudden Cipriano gets a second win. Here comes Rowan Pettick and Woody Pitcat.
And a great move by Christopher. Trouble for Bowles as he is crawling on the bottom groove. Getting by him is Colby. Getting by is Christopher. And getting by is Cipriano. As he dusts off Michael Jervis. And now he's attacking the back bumper of Woody Pitcat. Battle for third. Here is Christopher. And Christopher is able to swoosh his way underneath his rival Doug Colby. And he moves into the top 3.
Pennick is there. Right behind him, there's Burnt, and there's Woody Pitcat. That's a foursome. If we were playing golf, that would be a good match, but in racing, it's a tough group to tango with.
Dan Avery going after the lead against Kid Rock, and Dan Avery has taken the lead away from Kid Rock, wrestling it away on lap number 15. Colby, he made the lane change to the bottom. It looks like it was the right thing to do, but now, like a rocket outside of him, here is Cipriano trying to boogie his way into fourth.
Colby just doesn't give up. He keeps working that inside lane, and it'll pay off tonight as he moves into the 4th spot. Don't count Eric Burnt out. He's been to the podium more than most this season consistently, and he wants to be there now, and he's getting closer. Where's Woody Pitcat? He's back in the 8th spot. Danny Cates has moved further back in the field. He hasn't been going forward as yet. He comes to life at the second half, and we're at lap 20. Round 2 about to begin.
And Cates might come to life right now as he just goes around Cipriano, or goes underneath him like Cipriano had cement tires. So a bold move by Cates pays off.
Look at Eric Byrne. He's all over Christopher's back bumper. Throw a little Pitcat into the mix, a little Colby, and a little Cates, and you've got a race that just can't be beat.
Oh, Pitcat came very close. Eric Byrne came very close to the wall and was able to survive. Now he's trying to survive a side-by-side battle with Doug Colby, and he is able to get the upper hand.
Now, all of a sudden, Rocco tries a whole different line. Pitcat is no slouch. He knows this track as well as Rocco. Rocco winds it up tight in the outside lane. He's making Rocco go for it on the top. Pitcat steps on the gas. Back to the line they come, and Pitcat's still in command.
Pitcat leading all over him like lava on a volcano. Keith Rocco, a classic battle between Pitcat and Rocco, and trying to be part of it. Dan Avery has come back to life.
2 circuits remain when they cross the stripe this time. Pitcat knows that he has to guard that inside lane, and all of a sudden Dan Avery moves down underneath Keith Rocco. 3 cars contending at the point. Avery isn't done yet as they head to turn 3.
As Woody Pitcat getting suffocated by the combination of Rocco and Avery. Once again, climbing to the outside is Kid Rock, and Pitcat shuts him down.
Deep into turn number 1, final time. Here is Pitcat, the leader of the pack. Remember a week ago when Pitcat went from second to first. Woody is aware of that. He holds on the bottom. They come off turn number 4. Stomps on the gas. Back to the line. Back-to-back wins for Woody Pitcat, and the fans love it. As now we've got a bid for second.
And Walker trying to hold on, but it's Albert Saunders trying to rabble-rouse his way into second. Every spot is precious for Johnny Walker, and here comes Albert Saunders as he jackrabbits his way close to Johnny Walker.
Walker just doesn't give up. He maintains a nice tight line, making everybody work for it. Lavoie becomes the car, the tail that wags a dog there, as he muscles his way on the inside. Walker muscles Saunders up the hill, opens up a lane, and here comes Lavoie, Brandon Michael, and Casagrande.
From 2nd through 7th, they could fit underneath a straw hat. Right now, it's Jeremy Lavoie who made a bold move to squeeze into 2nd. One of the best moves of the season. Walker has been relegated to third, and he's in danger of losing that because here comes Cliff Saunders. Not very far away is Dave Secor.
No question about it. Secor, oh, trouble. Saunders goes around. The American sleeve-bearing car gets bounced around like a ball in a pinball machine. Meanwhile, Brandon Michael has now moved into contempt among the top 4 cars. As we count down to the championship in the Dare Stock division and who will be the big dog in 2013.
Now remember, in the past, Woody Pitkat has had an ugly car to win the championship. Last year it was Zach Ascar. Dave Secor trying to do it now. He's side by side David Como. If he can maintain that position. But right now we have an incident deeper in the pack. That's a 31 of Vince Gambacorta. He made a little detour into Dandelion country and comes back out. We stay under green.